It's the first day of school, and the first thing we're doing is having a peer mentor lunch. And I'm about to meet my mentee, and I'm so excited. So I just finished my first day of school. The mentee mentor lunch was so good. My mentee's so sweet and nice. And finished CBL, and I went to print some stuff, and now I'm about to go to Costco. It's because I literally have no food in my fridge. And then hopefully finish unpacking some of my stuff today. Salmon, shrimp, and scallop bowl with pickled veggies. Dinner with Dolphini in her new place. Placebo, but I started growing these yesterday, and I swear they grew like 2 inches already. This morning I finished up some housekeeping things and sent some emails that I needed to, and then I went to CBL, and now I'm just gonna study outside for a bit because I have not studied at all since I was still moving in, and I'm already really behind on lectures before getting dinner with June and Bethany. It was a long day of class. We had 8 p.m. and before that I went to get my drug test, and I've just been catching up on lectures since then. And I just made dinner. Ahi veggies with sriracha mayo and seafood pancake. Decorated my wall. Ta-da. 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 Still here. Peach, peach, peach.
We're going for picking.
Wow. It's gross. Do I shake it?
Yeah.
Oh, it feels so good. Today is Monday, and I finished class for the day. This weekend was not super productive. I went to Green Plus to pick veggies and fruit on Saturday, and on Sunday I had lunch with Britta, and then took a nap. And so today I have a lot to get done. I need to finish some research stuff, and then I have my CSW temporal, so I need to practice for that as well. Today I had my first CSW for the year, and it was a focused adult history and physical exam, and it went pretty well. The only new thing was the neuro exam, which I had practiced a bit yesterday, and was kind of just good to get back into things. And today I've just spent the whole day working on research projects, and I haven't studied much, which is a little bit of a problem, but it's okay. The day is still young. It's only 5 p.m. But yeah, I'm just trying to catch up on some things, and then yeah. Lunch with Broadway! Dinner with Dolphini and Gina! So it's Thursday, and I just went to get my mask fit. We're going food trucking! Me too, I just want tacos. Wow! Follow me. Getting lemonade. Better. Going back to Seattle. So I'm at Hiroshi's Poke at UW, and I used to go here all the time, and it's right next to the apartment I lived in senior year and junior year actually. And there used to be free parking on the street, but they made it pay for parking, so good thing I got out of there. New district farmers market. Dinner at Cactus. At Home Goods. And I found a mint pan. So this morning I went to Home Goods with my mom and I found a mint pan and I got some cutting boards, which I needed. And this morning I washed my contact down the sink because I thought it was in my eye, and then I washed my contacts case and then one of my eyes was blurry, so now I have no right contact. But now I'm at T-Mobile with my mom and my sister, and I'm gonna get lunch with Maury, and I'm just waiting for him to come get me. Lunch with Maury.
Oh, what's up, dude?
你爸现在天天去 Amazon Fresh 那儿上去。So guess what? I
What?
said I posted on.
Walk ice cream with Polly.
Yeah, that's very pretty sunset.
I know.
Wait, Harry got
Just got back from Spokane and I've unpacked all the kitchen stuff that I purchased. I have these bottles I'm gonna use for soy sauce and oil. I have my mint wok. And I brought back so much food. My fridge was literally empty before I came back. So, when I was away, my green onions grew so nicely and they're ready to be munched. So, I just had a clinical skills workshop for a breast and pelvic exam, and yeah, it went okay, I think. But so, I'm definitely really grateful that the standardized patients let us practice on them. So the breast exam was fine. I was just palpating and inspecting, and then we had to do a pelvic exam and like insert the speculum and do a bimanual exam. That was like a little awkward, but I feel like it always is in those situations. But it was definitely good practice. So yeah, and now I'm just going to school to study for a bit. Oh my goodness, I had the craziest day today. So today, I literally worked all the lectures we had. So I worked from 8 to 10, and then I had a meeting from 10 to 11, another meeting from 11 to 12, another meeting from 12 to 1, and then class 1 to 3, and then I worked the last two classes from 3 to 5. And I literally am so pooped. I don't know how people do this every day. Like how people go to all the classes every day. Like, that's just so extraordinary. Like, this was my first day going to all the classes, and I feel like I got hit by a truck. But yeah, now I'm gonna go home, and I just have a lot of research things to do this weekend, so I'm gonna work on those. I'm also behind on lecture, so I'm gonna watch more lecture. And yeah, it's just a mess. Lunch with Nikki. Just say hi. This is my mentee. So yesterday morning, I had a meeting at 7 a.m. for this neuroscience, or for this neurosurgery group that I'm in. And then I had lunch with my mentee, and then I just tried to catch up. So I finished all like my research stuff that I needed to do yesterday, and today I am watching lecture. I'm trying to catch up on the school aspect of things, and I think I was exposed to COVID on Wednesday, so clinical campus week is tomorrow, but to be safe, I'm I'm gonna head over tomorrow morning because my PCR test isn't gonna come out until Monday. But I've been testing negative on rapids and I have no symptoms, so fingers crossed. So actually got so much done yesterday and went to Meatball Void to get some dessert and drop some off for Delphine. And then, yeah, so not sure if I have COVID, so I stayed home from clinical campus week today and I'm gonna wait for my PCR test, so it's supposed to come back today. And yesterday night when I was driving home, someone hit my car and he like would have T-boned me, but I was in the intersection. I was like, this car is gonna hit me, so I swerved like to the opposite lane. So thankfully there was no cars coming from the other side, but it was like really dark outside, and then he only like scratched and scraped the back of my car. And then like by the time I stopped, I was like way down the street, and I was like, wait, what do I do? Oh wait, I should probably go back. So I went back, and thankfully like he stopped and pulled over, and he was really nice, and we exchanged information and stuff. So gotta deal with that now, but could have been a lot worse, because I think if I didn't swerve, he would have T-boned me, and he was speeding, so I think my airbags would have gone off, and if there was like cars in the other lane, that would have been so bad. But I'm just glad everyone is safe. So it turns out I don't have COVID, and I committed to the Tri-Cities yesterday evening, and I just finished my first day of shadowing. I was with family medicine, and it was so cool. I feel like now that I'm a second year, I actually can understand what's going on, and I saw so many of the diseases that I learned about in class. And we saw like hand, foot, and mouth disease in a baby. I saw so many babies. I saw a 2-day-old and a 12-day-old, and they were all so small and so cute. And I saw some depression, anxiety patients. I saw a pedal edema patient, and then we talked about like possible causes. So I had to like recall everything from the cardio block and renal. And yeah, it was just a good experience overall. I think I finally seeing my learning being applied, and now it makes me like more curious to go back and review and like relearn everything. So yeah, good day.
Come on, Cav, I believe in you. What would you? I think they do charades of it now. We have to guess it. Wow. So now, see, I can't guess because I can see the answer. You want the cards? It ain't yummy, I promise.
So last night we had a potluck that the MS3s put on for us, and that was fun, and we all just played some card games. Today I'm shadowing an orthopedic surgeon in clinic at Trios, and it was actually really good. He taught me a lot, and definitely things that I've learned in anatomy are like coming back to haunt me that I should have learned better. So now I realize that I actually have a lot to review because I completely forgot what the rotator cuff is. But it's been cool. And then I'm on my lunch break, and I'm gonna go back at 1. Just finished my day, and the orthopedic surgeon I was with was actually so good. Like, he taught me so much about hip and knee replacements and just like the general anatomy of the rotator cuff and the hip, which we had learned, but I had completely forgotten about it. But now I'm going to the community night, and we're having free tacos with our host family. So excited to eat. I'm very hungry. Vlog lunch with K-Mom in Tri-Cities during clinical campus week.
Started to call dancing resilient moments. Yeah. Sounds a lot like that.
Fair day. We're getting breakfast. We have gotten our breakfast and are heading to the fair.
There's the bell, and they are off. Coming out of this right here.
We're going on a roller coaster! Kevin's a little scared. How are you doing?
110, 120.
Are you gonna be okay?
What's my respiratory rate?
I don't know. Too high.
Lowest extreme one I'm gonna do today.
You can do it!
Yep, this is it.
What? How about the ring of fire?
Nope, absolutely not.
Congrats to Kevin! That was it! Stop exaggerating! That was it!
140 heart rate.
No, you're not! How you feeling?
Slow.
We're the oldest kids on this ride, courtesy of Kevin. So we played ourselves and went on a spinning ride, and now we have motion sickness. Oh, I feel so dizzy. I think we're about to be done for the day. Oh, it's a maze.
Is that Dylan over there?
Whoa. Whoa. We look like midgets. Could you even fit? What's your age? 2. Today is my research day, and I'm trying to finish up this paper because I've been putting it off for way too long. So I just got back from Toronto camp this weekend. Yesterday we went to the fair and got really motion sick after going on the spinning ride. So never again. But yeah, I think this recently I've just been thinking about all the comments I've received after I told people that I want to do neurosurgery. And over Labor Day weekend I was at the dentist, and I told my dentist that because he asked me what specialty I was interested in, and he kind of just like looked at me and was like, oh, that's cool, don't let what they say deter you, in like a very like hesitant voice. And it was just like weird, like what does that mean? Like you could have just said, oh, that's great, good for you. And then I don't know, I feel like that's always the first response people give me. Like women and men just like aren't built the same, like women can't stand for that long. People have actually said that to me. And in college, an ex-boyfriend told me that he didn't want his wife to be a neurosurgeon, and he wanted his wife to be in something less intense, when he himself also wanted to be a neurosurgeon. And then even just like another person in the Tri-Cities, when I told her I wanted to be a neurosurgeon, she was like, oh, that's really hard. And like people are always, I don't know, they're just like surprised or something. Like it's never like, oh, that's great. It's like, oh, are you sure? That's really hard. And then we were presenting our oral presentations on Friday, and the preceptor that was assigned to my group, I got there a little bit earlier before other people. And after I told her I wanted to do neurosurgery, and she was like, oh, neurosurgery is hard, even for men, but it's even harder for women. And she was, I don't know, just started talking about how it's really hard for women to be in surgical specialties, and like to have a family, and it's really demanding. And I totally understand like their concerns, and I appreciate them, but I don't know why it's just that when everyone responds that way when I tell them I want to do neurosurgery, it's just, I don't know, like, it just seems like no one has just been like, oh, that's great, good for you, like, I'm excited for you. They're always like, oh, that's great, but have you considered this or that? And it's kind of discouraging just to hear that, because I feel like I'm already prepared. Like, that's what I expect people to say to me, and I'm already prepared for that kind of response, and like needing to defend my choice kind of, and I don't know, that's just something I've been thinking about a lot. But yeah, I'm just trying to do my best to be a competitive applicant for neurosurgery, and something I've been thinking about as a research year. But I really don't want to do that. But apparently you need like 20 something publications for neurosurgery, so I'm just trying to do that all this year and next year. And I think that's why I've been a little bit all over the place, because I'm working on like 5 research projects while trying to study for STEP and study for school, and it's just been really busy, and I feel like I've been spreading myself a little bit too thin, but I also think that I need to sleep less, because then I'll have more time to do what I need to do. But yeah, it's just definitely a lot of effort and just a lot of time I spend doing non-school things now, because I realize that's what I need to do to get into neurosurgery residency. And so yeah, I'm just documenting my process and just hoping that everything will turn out well. I purchased a new computer case from Etsy, and it just arrived. It's like a sunset in the mountains. Dinner, I bought this poke bowl from Huckleberry, so we'll see how it tastes. Morning, I had my CCW, and I think it went pretty well. And I've just been trying to study since, because the mastery is next Monday, and I am not doing too hot on these MS questions, but I'm just trying to keep doing some more questions. And then I also went to get an estimate for my car because I got into a car accident, and so yeah, I'm just trying to deal with insurance now, and I'm eating lunch and drinking tea. Making dinner after spending the entire afternoon doing MS questions. Dinner. This morning I had a meeting with a neurosurgeon in Spokane, and it was really good. He was really helpful, and like just straight up told me like it was gonna be really hard, and that I should probably really consider taking a research year. So I appreciate that he was really straightforward, and his son actually went to WSU, and he's also applying to neurosurgery, so he gave me his contact information, which I'm really grateful for. And yeah, he was just like genuinely wanted to help me, but was also just like telling me the reality of things too, which I really appreciated. But I definitely have a lot of things to think about, like whether I should take this research year or not. But now I'm just at school studying and eating my oatmeal for breakfast. So I just had a call with the neurosurgeon I met with this morning, son, and I don't know, I think I've just been getting a lot of discouraging comments lately. Not that anyone means to be discouraging, they're just telling me the reality of the situation, which is that neurosurgery is really hard to match into, especially going to a school that doesn't have a home neurosurgery program. And they just like re-emphasize the importance of like research and connections, and how I need like 22 papers. And I really appreciate it because it puts things into perspective for me, but it also is a little bit discouraging because I don't know if I can do it. And I guess like I know it's a really hard path, and I mean, no one wants to be on a hard path. Like, life is already hard enough, and it's just, yeah, I mean, I could consider other specialties, but honestly, I don't even know what else I'm interested in. I don't think I'm really interested in anything else. But I don't know. Yeah, I think just the general theme of med school has been you're on a very hard path. This is going to be very hard, and you need to really be strategic with what you do. And it's just like a lot of planning, a lot of things I have to think about, like a lot of networking to do, and it's just a lot, and it's a little bit overwhelming. And I think that I just have this overarching feeling that I'm not good enough, and that I don't know if I will be able to be good enough to match into neurosurgery. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a huge sense of just not being good enough. And yeah, I don't know. It's definitely hard to deal with, and just the uncertainty of whether or not I can even do like what I really want to do in medicine. Finished class and back to lecture. Dinner with Bethany and June! Yay! So, today's exam day. I got 4 hours of sleep and I slept at 2 a.m. yesterday, but it's fine because I'm gonna finish this and then go take a nap and have fun. I love my post-mastery Costco hauls. So my entire fridge was empty before this, and I just feel so rejuvenated. I'm on my way to Delphine's, and today we're making Vietnamese spring rolls. We're making spring rolls with pork belly and shrimps. Nom, 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 nom. So today is Bethany, and I'm here to deliver her cake. It's kind of a fail because it didn't rise, but anyways, I come with cake and presents. Dinner with Dominic! 8 a.m. at MS school. It's been quite some time since I've been here so early, but I just have meetings the whole morning. So here I am, and it was like raining pretty hard outside too, so oh no. Dinner with Amanda. Style noodles. Wow. Tofu soup. Tofu kimchi soup for lunch. I go. 3 different ways. Wow.